Afternoon, everybody. Wednesday, December 3rd, 3:02 p.m. I'll call this meeting of the 911 Services Enterprise Board to order. Thank you all for being here. First up is our discussion and potentially approval of the November minutes. I will apologize that I got caught with the holiday week, so it was my fault those were delayed. Has everybody had a chance to look them over? Anyone who has not, or any changes that you saw that you would like to make to the minutes? Are there any objections to receiving the minutes and accepting them? Hearing none, minutes are accepted. All right, public comment. Public comments are limited to up to 15 minutes total, and each member of the public may speak for up to 3 minutes on any topic relevant to the purposes of the enterprise. If any member of the public would like to speak, please indicate so now by raising your hand in Zoom to be called upon. After we address any raised hands in Zoom, we will then call for any additional comments from members of the public who have dialed in or are otherwise unable to raise their hand in Zoom. Are there any public comments today? Seeing no hands in Zoom, are there any members who would like to unmute and state their name so that they can be addressed? They were unable to raise their hands. All right, hearing none, public comment is closed. Next up, statement of work. So we had discussed at our last meeting the contract process and the statement of work regarding the contract with the 911 Resource Center. Unfortunately, I was not able to get in touch with and get a meeting with our DORA contract rep. So I do not have any updates as far as the contract, but that doesn't mean we can't work on the statement of work. Should have received the last draft from Kirsten's draft. I've incorporated those into this online version. And I took a stab. Andrew, I know you were going to look at some of the wording in particular around kind of the value of the resource center and of the full-time executive director position. I took a stab at that, but love to hear if you had a chance to play with that wording at all, and if anybody had any further suggestions and opinions on it.
Kirsten, did I wind up sending you that?
Let me check. I don't recall seeing it, but that
Okay.
could have been because I've been out of office.
Yeah, and I have too, so I don't honestly
'Tis the
remember what I
season.
did. I know.
Um, yes, you did. I'm sorry.
Hey, all right.
All right, you want me to stop and Kirsten, you can share that, or?
Sure. That works for me.
All right.
Okay, let me get that open. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. 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 Sorry, my computer is very slow. Got it. Mm, Okay. Can everyone see it?
Looks good to me.
Yep.
And I will be honest, I don't remember exactly what I wrote, and I am driving, so I can't reread what I wrote. So feel free to accept or reject all of it.
Huh. Huh. Kirsten, are we looking at your edits in this first opening paragraph or
I do
Andrew?
not believe so. I believe this is all Andrew's.
Okay. I have no concerns. This is Matt. I have no concerns with what's on the screen. It sounded like there might be more as to
Mhm.
the reasons why we wish to support the mission of the resource center. Is that right?
Would you like me to move to the next paragraph?
I mean, before we do, I think the only other thing we discussed at the last meeting was the value of a full-time executive director. I don't know if we want to
Okay.
call that out in this paragraph or not. Uh, But I liked that as a kind of a foundational reasoning statement.
I do too, Michael. And it looked like just from briefly glancing at what you had on the screen earlier that you sort of incorporated that. I wonder if we should paste your new language in here and then add it to what Andrew's changes are.
Kirsten, would it make sense to email that to you or just to call it out loud? Are you able to?
Yeah, I can live edit.
So let me come back to that. So my opening, just to give you an idea, it would be Colorado 911 Services Enterprise, hereafter Enterprise, and then before is separating that out into a new, I'm sorry, I'm
Got it.
editorializing, creating a new sentence there. So the 911 Services Enterprise, hereafter the Enterprise, recognizes the importance of the work being done by the Colorado 911 Resource Center and the value to the Colorado 911 community that could be realized through the funding of a full-time executive director. Period. The enterprise, and then that sentence continues on, is seeking to support.
Okay.
I like it. The only change I would make would be there you go.
Sorry.
What's 911? Let's all be pedantic. This is our pedantic moment for the day, right?
It's an official state document. It's supposed to be.
Should it also be changed here? Or is that,
So my only issue with that is because the state documents, from what I understand, can't have dashes.
oh, okay.
Technically, we don't in our founding documents in the CRS and in the Act.
Yeah, the statutes, the drafters, they don't like that, but
Hmm.
that matters here.
Do we also need to move up where we say hereafter resource center up one to the prior
Mm.
sentence?
Probably should. And then the hyphens in the Colorado 911 community. 9-1-1.
There it is.
Yeah. Was going to say where your mouse pointer is, but it was my mouse pointer. So
I will accept some of these to clean it up a little. Okay.
I like that.
Does the word full-time have a hyphen in it? Or is it?
That was going to be my question.
I usually
don't know.
do full dash time.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know if that's one of those potato things. And then should executive director be capitalized because it's a proper title?
I think either way is okay in this case because we're not referencing a person with their title.
Where the mouse is right now, I think,
Mhm.
it says Colorado 911 Resource Center. Should we just have that be Resource Center since it says hereafter? It'll say Resource Center.
Yeah,
Yep.
down.
Down
Right.
one line there.
Right there. Yeah, there.
Sorry.
I like that a lot.
Okay.
It covers it, I think. At least the first paragraph.
Shall we scroll down?
Sure. I will accept that deletion.
The rest of this nomenclature cleanup, or are there material changes as well?
I believe it was just the wording, just the cleanup.
Okay.
Unless Michael had other suggestions for this section.
No, the only other, we had the reporting changes down at the end. And
Mhm.
then the only other outstanding was discussion with our DORA contact to discuss what that payment schedule would look
Mhm.
like based on annual automatically renewing, non-renewing.
Mhm.
The other thing that came up last month at our last meeting was if and how to include some level of work expectation from the resource center, the executive director, what if anything we wanted to add around that. But I didn't have any wording for that. That was something that Andrew, was that something that you were going to tackle as well?
I don't honestly recall.
Okay. Is that something we want? I have hesitations. Again, I expressed last month, I think we need to be careful not to become the employers of the resource center or the executive director. So I want to be cautious, but in light of Andrew's, we all won the lottery and somebody else is involved. I do want to be respectful, as Matt puts it, of public funds.
What language do we have in that regard right now in any capacity?
I would say not a lot. Really, it comes down to an annual report and other reports as requested is
Mhm.
really the meat of actual requirements beyond the more nebulous support and administration.
So we do spell out participation, reporting. What was right above that? Sorry.
No,
To
worry.
back it. Right. There we go. Administration, advisory. Is this the sum of it? This right here?
Pretty much.
In addition to if it was Andrew's original sentiment, I would say the other side of it would be, do we want something that, good neighbors make good fence, or good fences make good neighbors? And if the two boards have a difference of opinion on expectations, right? If this enterprise board feels like it's not getting sufficient service, and then there's pushback from the resource centers board.
Mhm. And I think that was the intent of that. It was, what is that expectation? What is that kind of minimum level?
Yeah.
But how to word that, how to express that.
And the other thing too is we don't necessarily need to get, because I have a tendency to think that we need to figure out all the potential future outcomes and plan for every single one. We can just say, listen, this covers it based on the players and the environment today. And as we go through, if we run into issues, we can always amend the contract or the agreement, add provisions, that sort of thing, in future years.
Planning versus strategy.
Yeah.
Short term, long term.
Yep.
Kirsten, are you familiar with any sort of boilerplate language that could at least make reference to the concept in here that the enterprise and the resource center shall work together on such and such thing?
I'm sure I could find some. I know I've read it. Uh,
So we do have in the paragraph just above this, we will work collaboratively.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd be happy to send that out if I find some examples, if that would be helpful.
It'd be great. Thank you.
I'd be grateful for that, and then we can stew on that if you can give us some
Mm-hmm.
something to look through. It could be as simple as just an additional sentence of reinforcement after that opening sentence under activities, or we could just add a bullet point somewhere. Is this document available to us in our Google Drive?
My only concern with that is we don't want to break sunshine laws by
Yeah.
having,
Mhm.
collaborative engagement outside of open channels.
Right.
Right now, it's just emailing back and forth.
So it might be in one of my emails somewhere.
This version, no, because this one went from Andrew to Kirsten,
Sure.
but another version was sent out by Sage earlier today.
And I can send this out immediately after the meeting.
Okay.
So outstanding, still need to get some time with our DORA rep regarding the annual potentially automatic renewal and what that would look like. And then if Kirsten is able to find some additional language regarding that collaboration and cooperation, any other thoughts toward this as we hopefully get near a final version?
I guess I have oh, sorry, Lynn. I just have I think it was Lynn or Kristen maybe. My question, if you send it out and we have thoughts or possible edits, Kirsten, are we just to send those back to you, or do you want us to hold off until the next board meeting?
You can send them to me.
Okay,
We would still need to review it at the next board meeting.
sure. Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Well, with that, unless we want to take some more time, we could to move on to our next agenda item. All right, next up is board comments. Anything, this might be a short meeting, anything for the good of the order?
Would you like me to continue sort of cleaning up the language in this, accepting the changes that are like the Colorado 911, taking that out?
I think so. I think
Okay.
since we've gone through everything, I think, please, anybody correct me, I think we're all in agreement with what is there so far.
Agreed.
I think we're good to accept everything as is to this point and
Okay.
move forward from there.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other topics, board comments from our members? Going once, going twice.
Sold.
All right. Our next meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, January 7th at 3 p.m. Everybody still good with that?
Let me just double check. Yes, thank you.
Me as well, thanks.
Excellent. Well, unless anybody has additional topics to discuss, I will accept a motion to adjourn.
Matt so moves.
Thank you.
Andrew
Andrew.
seconds.
And Andrew second. I think he caught you, Amy.
I'll give it to Andrew this time.
All right, then we will adjourn at 3:27. If I don't see you guys, have a wonderful holiday and a happy new year.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah, happy holidays and happy shoveling. Take care, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.